Hi guys, putting here with the game for you in my Tier 10 Russian light cruiser, I mean DD, the Kaba, or Khabarovsk. Now, my captain skills are going to be priority target, preventative maintenance, adrenaline rush, last stand, a survivability expert, superintendent, demolition expert, and AFT. My modules will be protect my main battery, longer lasting speed boost, better aiming, faster rudder shift module 2 and 3, and faster shooting main battery. Now, the Kaba is not exactly a camping destroyer, or at least not a camping destroyer at the start of the game. It can be done, but I really wouldn't recommend it, at least at the start. Usually you're going to do it midway through or end of the game. We need caps. The other thing is the Hiragumo is another one of those really good support vessels, but it can cap camps at the start, but you have to play it smartly. You can't go in deep. You need to be set up to be able to run away, use your smoke to conceal you to get out. So unfortunately, because it's the two of us over here, he has to go in. But I mean, you got to do it smartly. What I'm trying to do is break out wide to the 9-10 line and possibly harass anybody over there, get some spots in and see, like really what is coming up that way.
Enemy force detected.
Now, probably the Hiraguma is the one that spotted the Republic, but it doesn't mean that there couldn't be a destroyer coming over here, because there are 4 DDs. I believe the enemy have two Fletchers and 2 Shimmies. So they kind of got the advantage on spotting as we get picked up by Des Moines. And this is kind of what I wanted to do, is come over, see what other cruisers over here. But if you're paying attention to the mini-map, this is what I mean by you don't go in deep. The Hiraguma went in too deep, and instead of having a good exit, he's kind of just, in a very bad spot as he dies to, unfortunately, Fletcher torpedoes. If he kind of would have went in there, turned, had his ass in, and reverse capped it, as I switched to AP on Des Moines. And this is one of the great things about the Kaba, is you can actually use your AP very effectively against ships. The Kaba pretty much is, it's for selfish players. You're really there to harass and just damage farm. That is the way you support the team or play for the team, is you just go out there, harass, burn everything, get everything to shoot at you, and just dodge their shells by your unbelievably fast speed and your godlike fire chances. Now I'm focusing on the Des Moines, obviously. But once it gets to about 12.5, 13-ish kilometers, I'm not going to start paying attention, because he's going to be out of range along with going dark. Now, of course, at this moment, I'm thinking, the Republic is not a secondary build, and then a secondary is open up. So it might not be a full secondary build Republic, or he just forgot to click on me. Now, I don't know why this gentleman is about to do what he's going to do, because, there's 2 fires burning on him. I don't know why he didn't put those out, unless he DCP'd 1 fire from somebody else. And then at this point, I'm pretty much farming somebody else's fire damage, which is usually what happens to players. But this is a prime example of why you never put 1 fire out. My first salvo immediately put 2 fires on him. Now, of course, I am aiming at for his ass end to set a 3rd fire. Now this guy's got 3 fires. I don't know I mean, like I said, I don't know if this guy had his DCP down or not, because it looked like he was pretty much damn near full health when he came over. As I said, another fire, which, you know, what is this, 4 fires I've put on this poor gentleman? Now I know his DCP is down, because that 4th fire that I did get put on him, or was it the 5th? I thought I had one on, no, I don't know. But the last fire that I did get put on him definitely didn't run his course. And really what I'm trying to do is get one more fire on this guy. Now, barely missed those torpedoes in my expert skill of dodging. And really the only reason I dodged those torps because I was trying to dodge all the shots coming in on me. I get another fire into the superstructure, and I'm just going to keep pummeling this guy for as much as I can while I can. Now, I knew there was that they definitely had another DD over here. I do believe I was conscious that they had 2 destroyers, which is why I didn't want to go south of that island there. I just wanted to maintain being on this side. Now I'm kind of hoping that these torps are going to run out. And right as I got the Witherer in game, I'm thinking, well, you know what, the Buki can go down there and finish it. I don't care because, you know what, 60,000 damage off of the Republic is just mine through fires alone. So, you know what, I was content with getting the Witherer. Really didn't care if somebody else got the kill. I didn't want to keep pushing because I wasn't aware of their DDs. Kind of wanted to stay with their fleet, but this is what I feel like safe going into cap. As you can see, something was just last spotted, and I barely caught a glimpse of it. Now, I'm not sure if he smoked up, if that was old smoke, and he got caught up leaving it. Not exactly sure what was going on, but I didn't want to exactly just rush in there, which is why I'm going to kind of take approach of facing our cap. Because, you know what, there's a smoke cloud, there was something last spotted in that area, and if he's going to be making his way anywhere, it will be to the island that is by the 910 line. And I was well aware of the Des Moines area, and I didn't feel like dealing with the Des Moines. Get unspotted, which means he obviously made it to his island. Now I'm going to take shots on the Des Moines over the island. And you know what? This is what I mean by sometimes when I say, you know what, just shooting over islands without a spotter plane. I've gotten used to it. Ships like this that don't have access to spotter planes, that kind of teach you how to aim at ships over islands without any support other than like maybe their health bar, a little bit of the mini map of their direction. Now what I'm thinking here is I'm going to go back up pretty much to the sea line to cut off this Des Moines. I didn't want this guy to come out around from behind us, and the other thing is I wanted to give this guy a different threat besides everything in the cap. As I switched to AP, and you know what, these aren't the greatest areas for damage you should be aiming at for the Des Moines, but as you can see, I was still doing a lot of just AP damage when he was showing broadside. Like I said, I was trying to get out to the outside line to him to surprise him. Hoping that his guns were going to be pointed at all these ships that were in here, have him continue to go forward unspotted, but of course he opened up and died. This thing turns like a pig, so once, you know what, I'm committed to the side, I might as well go. But what I was trying to say about the Hiraguma earlier is the guy should have reversed in or played the edge of the cap, and like when you're spotted, just leave. Most cruisers or most radar ships, they're going to be where they can just get the cap. They don't want to go too deep, because usually that's going to put them at very risky situations of losing their ships. Now, if somebody wants yellow, there's not much you can do about it. But if you can just get off cap, go away, and then, you know what, re-engage it after everything's been cleared out, probably would have been the smarter move. Now we're losing B to a Shimakaze. We have 3 ships over there. And I'm just thinking I want to push down and put pressure on the enemy by going to their cap or in dealing with all of these other gentlemen. And who wants to bet the Z-23 dies to torps in a smoke cloud? I really hope his hydro was down, because if not, that is embarrassing. Now, at this point, I see the Richelieu, and I'm going to do what the Kaba excels in, and that is damage farm and harass battleships. Like I said, the way you really get this to play for the team is you shoot at everything, you burn everything, you aggravate the enemy while you're going out there and just doing damage, and then driving them to try to shoot you to kill you, so you stop aggravating them. Now, I should have told the Yamagi, hey man, stop, slow down, reverse, I can torp this guy, stay bowing, you got nothing to worry about. But that probably would have taken me 3 weeks and the game would have been over with, so I just decided, you know what, I don't need to torp, I'm just going to start shooting him. The other thing is, you know what, I'm kind of hoping maybe this guy had a predator target, but he sees me, you know, and I definitely wasn't shooting, and then I went to shooting. You know what, get this guy to go broadside to somebody, well, it might not have been the Amagi. Hey, but you know what, the guy probably went nose into the Amagi anyways, but at least the threat of him from my slow-ass torps could have potentially kept him to stay bow on, as I got detected by an angry smoke cloud that is torping and shooting our Amagi. Then I get to see the angry smoke cloud, and you know what, even though it said I was going to hit the island, I'm going to take a couple shots and see if something could just glob over. Now at this point,
Our victory is in sight.
I'm really hoping for my speed boost to come back, because I want to get to this guy as fast as possible to
Engine boost activated.
to shoot him, you know, catch him in the smoke before his torps are reloaded. But of course, we get spotted by the other Fletcher, and at the time I thought it was a Shimakaze and not a Fletcher, because I wasn't paying attention. But of course, the angry smoke cloud is continually shooting, which means the angry smoke cloud is not torping. We get close enough to catch this guy shooting in smoke, you know, the break his concealment. And of course, somebody else finishes off that guy, and at this point I'm kind of getting like a little flustered, like, man, I just want to get a kill just for ego reasons. Instantly repair the engine, because you know what, I don't want to be caught in this area. And then I kind of see the time, and I'm like, you know what, I might as well just drop these torps where this guy kind of was last shooting before he stopped. At the time, I didn't notice how close this game came to ending. Spoiler. Luckily, the Amagi gives us a time extension. But it was at this point when I'm thinking, crap, I'm not even going to get anything. I slow played this too long. And then thank you, Fletcher, for killing the Amagi for the time extension. Hopefully these torps will get to you and kill you. There's my death strike on the poor Fletcher, getting torped by a Kaba. These are my... Well, yeah, of course. But these are my last shots of the game. And now we're going to check out the post-battle results. Now, I hope you guys really did enjoy this replay. It's been a while since we threw up a Kaba replay. But you know what? Just remember, just because you are playing a selfish ship doesn't mean you can't help the team and still work with the team to help them try to pull out the victory. We do appreciate all the support you guys do give us. We do love the replays you send in. The email for that is in the description down below. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. And in that note, guys, please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.